Hello everyone, good afternoon sir. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Midshipman Mula at my partner is Midshipman Mandao. So for today's video, I am going to tackle you about the principle and the diversity principle. So first is the principle. Principle a fundamental truth or position that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior or for a chain of reasoning. So for example, the best example of this is the ethical principle. One of the best examples of a moral or ethical principle is the famous golden rule, like mga yan na sir ba, like so next is the diversity principle. So the diversity principle is the intuitive notion that diverse evidence is all else equal more persuasive, suggestive, confirmatory, or otherwise better than less varied sets of evidence is a clear component of scientific practices and endorsed by scientists and philosophers alike. So, example, having a team that is made of a people from various cultures and of different ages, genders, and races. Each generation's gender and race has its own unique experience that can add to the makeup of the team. So, for me, I think this example is related from our different cultures. Their works of what is good and bad and what is right and wrong. So that would be all, guys. Advance Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, sir. Bye bye. Thank you.
In diversity, in our society, each of us having our own differences like culture, personality, belief, and principle. The word society itself exemplifying that each individual could not be having with the same perspective. Diversity refer to our individual differences that shape us to be part to one society. Society cannot be formed without a group of people who migrated or resides with that specific place, and those people having their own uniqueness to determine for who they are and could shape them about who you are. What are diversity principles? The K workplace diversity principles are treating people with respect and dignity, valuing the differences and diversity of people, eliminating unfair and imperfect barriers, and making judgments based on quality and merit. Are seven principles on diversity and inclusion at the workplace. Hiring without discrimination, close the wage gap, non-exclusion of parents, flexibility for parents, building awareness and offering education on DI, counteracting fraud, having at least one woman in the most senior roles. What is the most common form of diversity? Gender and sexual identity. All people consider themselves belonging to a particular group having some sexual identity and may identify themselves with rules and functions particular to that kind of gender. It is the most common for a simple reason that every one of us has a particular gender.